I am Datta Prasad Chirgurkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, MES College, Zuarinagar, Goa. Title of the course is Western Political Thinkers, Rousseau to Marx. Title of the unit is Edmund Burke. Name of the module is Views on Natural Law and Natural Rights. In this module, there is introduction, Burke on natural law, Burke on natural rights. After studying this module, we will be able to understand Edmund Burke's views on natural law and natural rights. When we talk about Edmund Burke was a British political thinker. He was a great parliamentarian. He was a reformist. Reformist means the thinker who believes in gradual change. He was against any kind of sudden change or any kind of abrupt change. He was the supporter of state and its institutions. So he believed that the institution like state and related institutions like executive, legislature, judiciary should be conserved, and if at all it intends to undergo a change, the change must be gradual change. He was against the concept of social contract. So he basically criticized many ideas which were prescribed by social contractualists like Hobbes, Locke and Rousseau. But Edmund Burke believed that natural law and natural rights should be respected. He was not against natural law and natural rights. So when we talk about Burke's ideas on natural law, we can say that he was the believer of natural law. He believed in natural law. He thought that natural law applies to each and every individual. The idea of liberty is derived from natural law according to Edmund Burke. He believed that there are some eternal laws of justice and these laws are binding upon each and every individual on the planet Earth. Edmund Burke believed that natural law is the foundation of his own worldview. So when he was looking at the world, he had natural law in his mind. At the same time, he believed that there are man-made laws and these man-made laws must be conformed with natural laws. So when man-made laws are conformed with natural laws, they are morally valid. So man-made laws becomes morally valid only after they are conformed with natural laws. So if any man-made law is against natural law, then it is morally not valid and it should be rejected. Further, Edmund Burke believed that there are certain inalienable rights of human being. Inalienable means something which is in human being and it cannot be taken away. These are right to life, right to liberty and right to property. At the same time, he believed that there can be unjust laws by certain regimes which are contrary to the natural law. So, such unjust laws should be repealed. He believed that any kind of arbitrary political actions are against natural law. Here he is pointing towards certain political regimes which indulge in arbitrary actions and unilateral actions. He believed that no individual can enjoy arbitrary or absolute powers. So basically, he was the believer of democracy. Any kind of despotic rule cannot be justified. It cannot be excused on any grounds. So here basically his critique of any despotic rule on planet Earth which is unilateral and which is unjust. So any law must be conformed with natural law. So as to conclude, we can say that we cannot ignore natural law. Any man-made law, any kind of law must conform itself with natural law, and if it is not conforming with natural law, then it must be repealed. Next, we shall talk about Burke on natural rights. Burke believed that natural rights natural rights must be secured. At the same time, he was critic of Locke's theory of natural rights because John Locke has a different notion of natural rights as compared to Edmund Burke. So, Edmund Burke believed that natural rights are very abstract. So, natural rights cannot be followed as it is because they are very abstract and there is a lot of vagueness in natural rights. Burke believed that rights are post-state. So, rights basically came into existence after the existence of state. There were few rights which were existing before the establishment of state. But when we have established the state, we cannot have rights which were existent in civil society. So, rights of civil society and rights of civil state cannot coexist. So, rights exist inside the state. If we go outside the state, rights are not possible. So, he believes that it is the state which creates rights, it recognizes rights, and it is also the responsibility of state to safeguard the rights of individual. When it is coming to civil rights, Edmund Burke believes that civil rights must be extended to each and every individual. Civil rights is the prerogative of all people. But when it comes to political rights, it cannot be extended to each and every individual. It can be extended only to the people who are capable of enjoying political rights. The learned people, the civilized people, the responsible people can be given political rights, but civil rights can be given to all individuals. Burke is not in favor of penal laws. Penal laws are not acceptable to Edmund Burke. He believed that coercion is necessary for improvement of individual. Coercion may be taken by state, but for betterment of human being. He believed that there can be an attempt to improve human being through persuasion but not compulsion. So he was not in favor of penal laws and not in favor of compulsion. Then he believed that it is possible to regulate liberty. Liberty should be regulated so that other individuals also enjoy liberty. Edmund Burke believed that literally natural rights can be a fallacy. We cannot implement natural rights as it is. However, we can get inspiration from natural rights. We can incorporate natural rights in man-made rights and then we can implement it. Natural rights being abstract cannot be implemented as it is. It is quite impractical to implement natural rights because they have very less scope. At the same time, Burke says that men are not equal because it is the birth of human being which determines men's virtues. By nature, all men do not have same virtues. These are my references. Thank you.